Luke, what went wrong out there tonight, especially in the final minutes?
In the final minutes, I mean, we gave up. Mentality wasn't strong enough. We lacked discipline in the final minutes, and it showed up there.
Seemed like you guys were getting caught a lot on the counter too, especially in the first half. What were you guys seeing there?
Yeah, our shape got stretched. Credit to Chicago. They rotate in the middle quite a lot, so it's hard to keep track of where their players are at. And they did a good job of mixing it up, but at the same time, we got stretched back to front, and there was way too much space to play in between the lines.
Is this how you expected the Fire to come out tonight?
Yeah. It's just not how I expected us to come out tonight.
So talk about then how you can rebuild Saturday, another huge test for you guys as you shift back to USL play for good. What's the message to the team after a night like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we have to get back to just respecting each other, being disciplined, listening to one another, and going out there and applying the things that we think will work. It starts right now and responding from that. So we're looking to get back onto the training pitch.
What do you say to people who are obviously going to criticize this as a result of being without a head coach?
Yeah, I mean, they have every right. But we move on, and we got another game. We went out here and we tried to win. We'll try to win every game. And we're going to analyze the game, analyze the culture, see where we can get better, and apply it moving forward.
Now 4-0 is obviously probably a generous scoreline for Chicago when you look at it as the final score, but do you feel like this takes away any amount of courage from this group and what you guys can still achieve this year?
No. I think in the first half we respected them too much. We stood off of them too much. And then, in halftime we came in here and made some adjustments. In the second half, we played them quite well, actually. Not until the late minutes of the game did things change, and they scored too late there. But I think we could take some pride from early on in the second half, and just making it this far. And what this group has been through, and with the coaching change, it's tough. But we fully expect to win moving forward.
Can you say that this is bittersweet yet, or do you think the sweetness is going to maybe take a little while when you look back at just this Open Cup run?
Yeah. I mean, we would have liked to win it, but so anytime you lose, it hurts. Anytime you don't achieve a goal, it hurts. But you gotta look back at it and learn from it. So that's what we're going to try to do, and just apply those lessons moving forward.
One of the tougher parts tonight was obviously the 2 red cards, and then you couple that with Oscar's red at the end of the Charleston match. Discipline is something you just touched on. How much do you guys need to emphasize that in the locker room now?
Yeah, apparently a lot more. It's something that we've spoken about. And just, we have to clean it up, but also just have more respect for each other. We're leaving each other out there a man down, 2 men down, and we can't do that. It's hard enough playing 11 on 11. So we have to have more respect for each other and stay disciplined.
How did the feeling after the Charleston loss compare to this one? And is there something that you would do differently now after a loss than you did after the last one?
I think, we touched on it. We have to emphasize more discipline and more respect for our teammates. Charleston, the way the game went, they made it very difficult. But for this game, there were certainly things that we can do better, a lot better. And so we're going to try and analyze that and get better from it.
Is it still difficult for you and Paolo and George to have those conversations in terms of telling your teammates that they need to be more disciplined?
No, it's not. It's not difficult. I think the difficult part is applying it. In the heat of the moment in the game, especially when you're trailing and emotions are flying everywhere, it gets hard to stay disciplined because our guys want to win. They're very passionate, and it shows out there. But in those moments, that's where we got to keep a cool head and stay disciplined.
With a couple days to turn around, do you feel like you can use what passion you guys do have for winning to drive yourselves forward from this point?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we still have goals in front of us, especially when it comes to the table. And, the Open Cup is difficult because if you lose, you're out. So, you know, now we're out, but clear some games off the schedule for us, and we'll be able to fully focus on the table.
What's your message to the supporters who made the trip from Louisville tonight?
Yeah, we greatly appreciate it. It was nice to hear them in the stands. You know, I certainly apologize for the discipline aspect, and you know, they have my word that we'll try to clean that up.
Has there been a match since you've been with this team where you feel like everything kind of came unraveled as quickly as it did tonight?
No, but you know, a lot of that comes from what James has built. And you know, James built an incredibly strong culture here. A lot of guys took security from James, and I don't know if outside looking in everybody understands that. And so when James moved on, you know, a lot of guys felt something was lacking or missing. And it's hard to replace a coach like James, honestly. So, you know, we're still going through that process and trying to improve.